Google's Nexus 6P is a mighty fine device, but of course, like any other smartphone, it can suffer from the odd app problem, system bug or hardware problem. The good news is that most Nexus 6P problems are really easy to fix. Here are the most common things you'll come up against and how to solve them. Nexus 6P glass has cracked. Not in a hey Nexus, say hello to Mr. Concrete Floor. Way. But in a 1 minute it was fine, the next minute it was cracked. Way. Multiple Redditors have reported mysterious cracks appearing in the glass on the rear of their Nexus 6PS, which may be caused by production problems in the very first batches of 6PS. If your Nexus 6P is one of them, get it back to the store and demand a refund. But don't push your luck. The difference between a faulty product crack and a smashed by children crack is obvious, and only the former is covered by your warranty. Nexus 6P in-car Bluetooth isn't behaving. Reports are coming in of an Android 6.0 marshmallow bug that affects all compatible Nexus devices. It manifests itself in multiple ways. Outgoing calls may fail, or the Bluetooth connection may drop and leave you with the call on your Nexus and music on your car radio. In some cases, it affects incoming calls too, although reports of that are less common. The bug is being tracked by Google and should be addressed in a forthcoming update. Nexus 6P doesn't recharge when connected to a PC. You'd think plugging your Nexus into a PC would make it start charging, but no, you need to change a setting in the notification area when it's connected to a computer. Pull down the notification area and look for the USB for charging settings. This will give you several options for how the Nexus should behave when you plug it into a PC: charging only, transferring files, or transferring photos and media. If you select the first option, your Nexus will happily recharge over USB. Nexus 6P screen looks yellow. First of all, let's ensure that we're not confusing different display gammas with a hardware problem. The Nexus 6P screen is noticeably warmer than the Nexus 5, for example, whose whites were more bluish than those on the new Nexus. It's like the difference between plain white and warm white LED bulbs. The former have a slight bluish tint and the latter a more yellowish tint. If the problem's just a matter of taste, you can change it easily enough. Go into Settings greater than About Phone and scroll down to Build Number. Tap that 7 times to display the developer options, and go into that and look for Picture Color Mode. Selecting Use sRGB here will make the display colors cooler. If that doesn't do the trick and your display still looks jaundiced, it's probably a hardware fault and you should get your Nexus replaced. Nexus 6P music keeps stopping for no reason. This is usually the fault of Google Now, whose hot word detection means it's listening for your voice in case you issue a command. Unfortunately, it can also pick up other noises, and if it does, it'll stop the music in order to hear you better. You can turn that off in Google Now's settings screen. Nexus 6P is bending like a banana. In November, the internet was thrilled by photos showing the Nexus 6P bent like a banana. Was the same kind of Bendgate scandal that engulfed Apple going to affect Huawei's Nexus 2? The short answer is yes, but also no. We didn't pay too much attention in physics at school, but even we know that if you have something that's very big and very thin and apply sufficient force, it'll either bend or break. And being both very big and very thin, the Nexus 6P behaves exactly how you'd expect it to. If you do your best strongman impression, then you can indeed bend it into all kinds of interesting shapes. The Nexus 6P isn't significantly more fragile than any other big smartphone, though, and if you treat it well, put it in a sensible case, and avoid sitting on it, it'll be perfectly fine.